So breathing with the intent to heal the body. What I'm saying is that you can use breathing and you can use your intent to concentrate your energy and your life force. And again, look up Qigong, look up the Reiki, to concentrate your life force in certain parts of your body. And as a result, you will energize that part of your body and you will accelerate the healing process in that part of your body. So, for example, if I have a hurt shoulder, I can breathe deep, go through a long, deep breathing meditation, maybe like however long you want to do it for, however long is long for you. But I can go through a breathing meditation where I am really and then concentrating the energy, the life force energy and my focus going into the shoulder. And then what that'll end up doing is accelerating the healing process in the shoulder, whatever that is. And you can apply that to any part of your body. You can apply that to any part of your body. All you're doing is you are removing obstacles so that the body can heal itself and giving it what it needs so it can accelerate the process. You're consciously accelerating the healing process within your own body. That's what you're doing. And you have the ability to do that. You have the ability to do that. Um, so I might make a longer video on that because I don't know if that was a really good explanation, but you can use your breathing and you can use your intention to heal yourself. And I will say one other thing about that. When you know the energy is gathering in a certain area. So say I want to heal my shoulder. When I know the energy is gathering in an area, the signs you will see, you will feel the heat. You will feel the heat. You will feel sensations. You will feel maybe like a pulsing, which will be that energy circulating in there because all energy circulates. All energy has a vibration. All energy has a frequency. And what you're really doing is you're really starting to tap into that by focusing on it. You're focusing on this one area. The energy consciously it has no choice but to go there. So really, what you're doing is you're driving the energy into your shoulder through your consciousness. That's what you're really doing with it, um, by making the conscious decision to focus on your shoulder. But anyway, when you know you're doing it right and you know the energy is when you know the energy is starting to circulate in the shoulder is when you see those signs. You feel the heat, you feel the pressure, you feel the warmth, you feel the tingling, you feel the sensations, you feel the pulses, you feel the vibrations in that area. That's when you know the energy body is at work. That's when you know the energy body is at work. Okay. um so that's what that is. So next thing is breathing to control your mood. This is perfect. Makes perfect, should line up perfectly with your life experiences. Breathing to control your mood is if you want to slow yourself down. What do you usually do? You take big, long, deep breaths. So if you get in the height, but you want to slow down, you be like, let me slow down. What are you doing? You're using the breath to control your mood because you're sitting in your mind. You're saying slow down. So your mind is telling your body, okay, well then slow down. So how do you slow down? By slowing the breath down. You slow yourself down. You slow your mind down. You slow your body down by slowing the breath down. And also, this is one of the key when we get into the meditation stuff is that using the breath to slowing the breath down to the point where you go into the deep internal meditative state, and the different brain wave levels, of awake consciousness and all that. And then also on the same note, when you're upset about something or when you're angry, what happens? You start breathing quicker, right? So it's a spectrum. The increase in energy comes with the increase in breathing. The decrease in energy and the balancing of the energy comes with the bigger, deeper breaths. So you can, long story short, is you can use breath to help control your mood. If you know, if you know you're about to do something physically strenuous, if you know you're about to play basketball, if you know you're about to run, if you know you're about to do anything where you might need more energy, then take a rapid succession of deep breaths. Charge yourself up. Charge yourself up. You're pulling that energy out of the air. Charge yourself up. But on the other hand, if you want to balance that and slow yourself down, then you do the same thing to your breath. You balance your breath and you slow your breath down. And that's when you get really calm. And that's when you really calm. So if you want to calm yourself down, then you take this kind of breath. You want to speed yourself up, you take this kind of breath. You can control all your processes with your breath. The spirit is the breath. Um, okay, so we're getting to the end here. How we do on time? 35. That's not bad. That's not bad. Um, Let me see what else do we need to do. What I will say with the stretching and the breathing, and then of course the meditation, just find a way to incorporate it into your life that works for you. I use the example in the morning and in the night because I know that consistency is important, and I know that the patterns are important, um, because it's just a proven fact. What you do on a consistent basis becomes permanent. You do something every day, it becomes permanent, and it becomes habit. So I just, for what works for me is doing it at consistent times every day, doing it in a consistent way that works for me every day. And what you have to find is that system that works for you, because it's just that important. There's certain things you have to find time for. If you can find time to watch TV or to do this or to do that, I'm not criticizing that, but I'm just saying the real important essential things in life, like breathing and stretching your physical vessel out so you don't have pain anymore. I know a lot of people have back pain. I used to have back pain. I used to have crazy back pain. And you know what? Matter of fact, I didn't even get into the asthma, but I used to have asthma too. But we already showed and demonstrated, and I'm a case that consistent deep breathing will alleviate that, because all you're doing when you're taking a steroid, when you're taking your inhaler, is increasing your lung capacity with a steroid. And we showed that the deep breathing enhances the lung capacity naturally. That was my lung expansion right there, you see? And so, just like we talked about, what you do on a consistent basis becomes permanent. So time after time after time, expanding my lung capacity time after time after time, eventually it just stays there. It stays expanded, and the asthma goes away. And it's the same. It's going to do the same thing with the back pain. You work on the back pain every day. You attack your weak spots every day. You see what I'm saying? If you got bad knees, you get into your squats, your air squats. You don't even have to. You don't even need weights. You don't even need weights to do squats. All you gotta do is just do this right here. It'd be like this. Boom. That's it. You can just air squat all day, and that helps with the flexibility. You know what I'm saying? And if you have bad knees, you got to do that every day. If you have a bad back, you got to stretch your back out every day. You know what I'm saying? And I do it twice a day, because you set the tone in the morning. As soon as you wake up, you set the tone, and then you reset the tone going into sleep. And I feel like that's what works for me. But what I'm trying to say is find a system. Find a system that allows you to incorporate the stretching and breathing, and even the diet stuff into your daily routine. However you can do it, whatever works for you, find a way. You'll find a way. Let me see. Anything else? Anything else about the science of breath and stretching? Let me see. Oh man, I just really cannot emphasize it enough. Find ways to incorporate it into your daily routine, and you will see significant health benefits. You add in plenty of clean water, alkaline water if you can get it, but just plenty of clean water. You will see even more significant health benefits. You change your diet around, dealing more with moderation and a better balance between fruits, vegetables, your carbohydrates, your pastas, your breads, and your meats, and your and things of that nature. A better balance between all those things, you will see the synergistic effect, and you will begin to feel even better. And we didn't even touch on the whole mental aspect of it, but the stretching and the breathing also helps mental acuteness, so you can think quicker. Because I'm about to give you the scientific proof of that, because thoughts occur through neurons, electricity, and they connect with each other through electricity. And the better quality, the more energy you have in your body, the more quality, the better, how can I say this? The better material your body is built out of, i.e., built out of fruits and vegetables and clean water, and not pork and lots of meat and lots of sugar. If it's built out of the more electric materials. Okay, so here we go. So it makes sense, right? The certain food carries more, is more alive. You hear that with the term raw foods. Raw foods are more alive. What that means is that is has more of the life energy in it. You know, a dead piece of flesh is almost nothing for you. Fruits and vegetables are alive. They have a life force for you, and eating that food will. You got to eat food that has some vitality to it in order to have that vitality in yourself. In order to get energy from the food has to have energy in it. If you're eating dead food, you know, you can expect dead energy. Let me see. Anything else? Man, I wanted to show y'all some breathing techniques. I showed y'all the one. Another good one. Another good one is the alternate nose breathing technique. In one nostril, out the other nostril, back up the same nostril, out the other side. Repeat the process. What that helps to do is because the different nostrils are controlled by the different hemispheres of the brain. The two different hemispheres of the brain. What you can actually do is you can actually tap directly into one or the other side of your brain by tapping directly into the breath. So if I want to charge that right side of my brain, or make sure my right side of my brain is energy channel is all the way open, I'll alternate nostril through the left nostril, and then vice versa for the other side. And then what you want to do is the different sides of the hemisphere brain have different qualities, but what you want them to do is balance. So really you want to do both of them, and you want to make sure that both sides are charged up. And that's also related to those two chambers that run alongside the spine that I was speaking of before earlier. And in like Hindu practice, they're called the Ida and the Pingala, and it deals with the Kundalini energy. Those are the channels that help the Kundalini energy go up the spine. Kundalini energy is about raising consciousness. It's the etheric component to raising consciousness, and the physical component to raising consciousness. And what actually happens is an energy is released from the bottom of your spine, travels up your spine, through your chakras, and connects with a force the other force in the middle of your brain, which leads to higher consciousness, etc., etc. So I try my best to kind of cover a very large spectrum: the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of breathing. If there's anything I can say, it is just the most critical thing you're going to do on a day-to-day basis to maintain your health. You breathe 1,000,000 times a day. Try to make 50 of those million breaths, deep breaths, and you will see significant health changes, significant health improvements. Combine that with the stretching, you will see even more significant health improvements. Pain will start to go away. Certain dysfunctions or certain tight spots or certain just areas of discomfort that you've had in your life will start to go away. You combine that with a better diet, you'll see even more positive results. The water is necessary. Yeah, so that's that one. Science of Breath. Science of Breath. Read the book and it will help. Or read the link and it will help to clarify a lot of the stuff I've been saying. Other than that, man, not too much. Next video up is going to be on fasting and detoxing. Detoxing is a big fad now, and I just want to make sure people are doing it in a healthy way, in a way that works for them. And then after that is going to be the economic video, so we can start getting this community economics on and popping. All right, see y'all soon. Peace and love.